Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Shahid Salim, Muhammad Shahid Salim, and I'm an educator, writer, and I do also dabble in film. Today, I would like to start an initiative breaking the glass ceiling. Now, what does it mean, breaking the glass ceiling? Well, specifically, it refers to the underperformance by the Malay Muslim community in Singapore, but it includes the underperformance of all individuals in Singapore and even the world, the rest of the world, academically and even in other fields. The glass ceiling represents a barrier that cannot be broken through by someone who is underperforming. And in the case of the Malay Muslim community, we have underperformed, for example, in mathematics, and let's take PSLE as the subject to look at. The scores have been, hitting a plateau for the last 30, 40 years. For me, as a Muslim, as a member of this community, the Malay Muslim community, I cannot accept this. Why? Well, I am an educator, and I know that there is a very clear strategy, clear approach to overcome this handicap. But I'm disappointed that we have not made a concerted and consistent, continuous effort to arrest this problem once and for all. We do not have any excuse. You know, the number of teachers in Singapore who are Muslims, Malays, Muslims, are just so many. But the problem is, it's not happening. So what is the issue really? Well, I think there are two issues here. And issue number one is simply that we have given up hope. Many of us have been giving up hope. We start to believe that maybe it's in our biology, it's in our DNA, it's in the history of our community that, look, you're not good at maths. Well, I've taught very weak students at maths. In fact, persistent failures, underperformers of all ethnic groups. We're talking about the Chinese, the Indians, the Malays, who were doing very badly in mathematics, and after a period of time of lessons, injection of positive self-belief and close guidance, some of them were able to break the glass ceiling. So I have had that experience for a long while. In fact, teaching underperforming students for a long period of time when I was in my 20s, 30s, and even 40s gave me a lot of meaning. In an industry that prioritizes big money and high marks. You know, it's all about scoring. It's all about getting A's and A stars. And we forget about the dark journey and the darkness that underperforming students experience. So I'm starting this initiative, Break the Glass Ceiling, with a timeline. I hope that within 10 years, that by 2036, 10 years, the Malay Muslim community can equalize or narrow the difference of underperforming between the Malay Muslims and the other communities in a significant way. If possible, to equalize and even overtake, if it's possible. Because I think that will cause an empowerment of the psyche. I think it will break the glass ceiling and we start believing that, look, we can perform. Currently, we are trailing behind and we have this negativity in our minds and in our hearts, and that should be done away with. So the first factor I feel, or the first issue is, we have given up hope. That means we do not believe. And I've spoken to many individuals, many professionals who are concerned about this issue, and they say, look, no, this is a systemic problem. This requires a change in the whole institution. It requires a long-term change in perhaps even policy and so on and so forth. Well, I think that is not true. And this is based on my experience as a tutor. In fact, 40 years have passed and we have not made significant progress. So I think based on my experience, it can be done. It can be done at the individual level. It can be done at the classroom level. And I think it can be done at the society level. But we need minimum mass, minimum number of adult participants who, tutors, teachers, trainers, who believe that it is possible. So the first thing is belief. Do you believe that it is possible for the Malay Muslim community to break this glass ceiling, to equalize the score? And if you don't believe, maybe that is the problem. Maybe we are the problem. Maybe we adults are the problem. We impose on a psychological level a glass ceiling to the achievement of our children and the generations after that. Maybe we have injected this hindrance into their mind. So maybe we should set ourselves free first. The second thing we need to do is we need to find the how. And where do you find the how of solving this problem? Who do you go to? You want to go to experts overseas? You can try. I'm told that experts have been consulted and it was not successful. I don't believe that the correct experts or correct specialists were consulted. You should consult teachers, tutors, adults, parents who have helped their underperforming children to succeed academically, and find out and ask them, what did they do? What was the journey like? Were there any milestones? And I'm sure that there's many clear milestones to be achieved before you can break the glass ceiling. I know that because I've experienced that many times. So there are two things here. Belief on the part of the student, belief on the part of the teacher or tutor or trainer, belief on the part of the parents, belief on the part of the entire community. Do you believe that the community can perform equally well academically when compared to other communities? If you don't, maybe that's the problem. If you do not know how to solve this problem, we are taught in our religion, ask those who know. I claim to know some aspects of it, and I'm sure there are many others who have taught underperforming students, whether they be Muslim teachers or not. Consult them and find out what did they do, what are the ingredients of a program that can turn a student from a failure to a success. And you can ask them, does it take years and years? Or does it take less than 5 years, less than 4 years, less than 3 years? In fact, it can just only take 1 year. But do you believe, as a Muslim, as an educator, as an adult who has helped students who fail to succeed at mathematics, all sorts of students, those who are average, those who are just failing, those who are really significantly underperforming, those who are persistent failures, those who don't even believe in themselves, if they can be done, this problem can be solved. So believe that it's possible. Believe it's possible. Surah Asr tells us the formula. What is the formula? I got the English. In the name of God, most gracious, most kind, most merciful. By the passing of time, verily man is in a state of loss, except those who believe and do good works and join together in the mutual teaching of truth and those who enjoin patience, perseverance. 4 things. Number 1 is belief. Number 2, we gotta do the good works. We gotta do the works. Number 3, we gotta speak the truth. We gotta talk about the issue. We have to. If you don't talk about the issue, how are we going to solve the problem? If you don't diagnose the issue, how do you know what solution to administer? You need to identify the root causes of the issue, of the problem, of the underperformance, of the underachievement. And we got to be honest. There is no jaga hati, no, you do not want to offend. There's nothing to offend. There's no one to offend. We got to talk about it. And once we have identified, we have spoken the truth about it, we have accurately diagnosed the issue, then we got to patiently administer the solution. And we need critical mass of people who believe, of adults who can join this initiative to help. And you can join as a tutor, you can just join as a supporter. So how do you join? Well, not yet. I'm just creating these videos first to create awareness. And I believe, and I hope that you believe, that this is possible. And let's set a target of 10 years to achieve this goal. Until the next time, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.